It's me, Bree Reads!
Hi friends, it's me, Bree. Today, let's read, play, and learn about the solar system together.
Science helps us answer questions about our world, about our universe. And I have a question. If the sun could speak, what would it say? Today, let's explore a story together and find out.
If Sun Could Speak. Written by Courtney Lefebvre. Illustrated by Saki Tanaka. If Sun Could Speak. Somewhere, something incredible is waiting to be known. Carl Sagan. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm the sun, a glorious star. Not a fashionable and famous person from the movies, but an actual star. A self-luminous, gaseous, spheroidal, celestial body of great mass, which produces energy by means of nuclear fusion reactions, or more simply, an object in your sky that sends out heat and light. You might be confused because you only see stars at night. Because I'm your closest star and my light shines so bright, you can't see the others during the day. I outshine them all. So that's reason number 1 why I should be your most important star. And there are a lot of stars. Can you guess how many? Approximately 100 billion in our Milky Way galaxy. I'm average-sized compared to all these other stars. I'm also a cooler color. Weird, huh? All stars give off heat. We see them as different colors based on their temperature. But what's even weirder is that blue is the hottest color, and red is the coolest. Blue is the hottest color, 10,000 kelvins and higher. The cooler colors are yellow, orange, and red. Go figure. Just because I'm a cool yellow doesn't mean I'm cold. That leads me to reason number 2. I'm the primary source of heat, energy, and light for all life on Earth. Pretty impressive, hey? Have I mentioned how big I am? I know it's hard to imagine how big your planet Earth is, but I'm even bigger. I only look small because I'm so far away. More than 1 million Earths can fit inside me. You are here. Distance from the sun is not to scale. Reason number 3 to be impressed. Long ago, people didn't know how big I was. They even believed that I revolved around you on the Earth. But now, thanks to early scientists, Copernicus and Galileo, you know that I'm the center of your solar system. Yep, without me and my powerful gravitational force, the solar system couldn't exist. Not too close, you'd burn up. And not too far, you'd freeze. It's a perfectly designed circumstellar ballet. The different ways your Earth dances around me determine things like the passage of time and seasons. The Earth spins on its own axis. One spin is 1 day, while whirling around me at the same time. One whirl is 1 year. In fact, your birthday is a celebration of your own full trip around me. Hooray! So 1 trip around me takes you through a year. 1 spin of the Earth itself moves you through light. Good morning. Into darkness. Good night. And back again. I really make your day. Imagine flying out into space and looking back at Earth. You'd see my light reaching half of Earth, while the other half is dark. One side of Earth experiences daylight, while the other half has night. The people who are along the lines between dark and light are experiencing sunrise or sunset. Speaking of sunrises, they're a beautiful sight. You're welcome. Every morning, it looks like I rise into your sky to greet you, but as you probably now know, it's not my movement that allows you to see me. It's your movement. I'm always burning and churning. As your spot on Earth keeps turning, you'll see less and less of me as day turns to night. That's when you see the other stars, because you're in Earth's shadow. Then you can't see me at all. I've been around for about 4.6 billion years, and I've seen some interesting thoughts about who I am. Egyptians thought me a sun god called Ra. Greeks believed I was Helios, a young man who rode from east to west in a golden chariot pulled by 4 flaming horses. Pacific Coast tribes in North America told about a trickster raven who placed a precious yellow ball in the sky. Indigenous Australians told a tale of a sun woman who carried a torch across the sky. Fascinating. I've witnessed a lot of new discoveries about me and the rest of the universe. Science is the search for truth gained through observation and experimentation, and what we know from science can also change over time. Lucretius studied the physical rules of the universe and wrote on the nature of things. Al-Haytham experimented to prove that light travels in a straight line. Bruno extended Copernicus' ideas and proposed that stars are distant suns. Copernicus shocked the world by saying that the Earth revolves around the sun. Galileo proved the planets revolve around the sun. He was jailed for challenging people's false beliefs. Halley and Newton explored the laws of gravity and motion. Faraday experimented with electricity and magnetic fields. Einstein explained how gravity is affected by space and time. Leavitt discovered how to measure distance in the universe. Cannon and Payne identified what stars are made of, developed a sorting system for star types. Hawking explained how the universe began. You ask questions, create experiments, wonder why things happen or how they came to be. While I love it when Earth people celebrate me and think that I'm impressive, the thing that really gets me going is when you wonder. I spark in excitement when humans make observations, ask questions, and experiment. Science isn't just what you know, it's also a way to think. There are remarkable things happening all around you. Be sure to look around and ask yourself, why is this happening? How did it come to be? The search for truth never ends as long as you keep seeking. Will you be the next great truth seeker? What will you discover? What will you learn? I send my love and light. Please take good care of my friend Earth. The end. Now, let's meet the author.
Hello, everyone. I'm Courtney Lefebvre, author of If Sun Could Speak, illustrated by Saki Tanaka. I wrote this story because I wanted to share about our most important star, the sun. But I also hope to inspire you to notice all the remarkable things happening all around you. It's my hope that you will ask questions, lots and lots of questions, because the search for truth never ends as long as you keep seeking. As Carl Sagan said, somewhere, something incredible is waiting to be known. What will you discover? What will you learn? I wonder. Thank you, Bree, for sharing our story. Happy reading.
Follow the link below for your own copy of this story.
The lovely sun and all the other planets dancing in our solar system. Oh, friends, will you help me find all the planets? Yes, let's go on a scavenger hunt.
Oh, look, friends! The sun is already here. But my planets have gone missing. We still have the sun. Ouch! Whew, you know, the surface of the sun is 10,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Ooh, that's hot. Hotter than hot. But when we're here on Earth, the sun keeps us warm and gives us light. When do you see the sun? In the morning, when we wake up. And right before it gets dark outside, the sun sets to say goodnight. Oh, friends, there's something here. What shape is this? A star. What color is the star? It's yellow. And it's shining bright. Like we learned in the story, our sun is our biggest star. I think the sun has a message for us. Let's read.
Away from the sun by just a smidge, you'll find the first planet on top of a bridge.
Oh, it's a clue. This will help us find our planets. Let's go to the playground. I'm here at the playground. Let's explore and look for a bridge. Come on. Right here. Let's look. Mercury!
Friends, our model is not to scale. In fact, Mercury is actually 40 million miles away from the sun. But we'll put it here for now.
This is Mercury. Let's say Mercury. Ready? Mercury! Let's take a look. Which one is bigger, Mercury or the sun? The sun! Mercury is small, and it's the closest planet to the sun. During the day, Mercury is hot, but at night it's freezing cold. That's because it has no atmosphere to keep the sun's heat close to the surface. Another clue!
The second planet you'll reach with a glide. Hold on tight and go for a ride.
Right over here! across this slider. Will you count down with me from 3? Ready? 3, 2, 1, go! Venus! This is Venus. Let's say Venus. Ready? Venus. What sound does Venus start with? V, v, v. What letter says V? Letter V. Venus. Venus is covered in thick, swirling clouds that hide the surface. It goes right here, next to Mercury. It's the second planet from the sun. Let's count. 1, 2. The second planet. Oh, friends, another clue. What planet is next? Let's see.
This is the planet you love and know. Find the location that looks like a home.
Do you see anything that looks like a home? Let's take a look. Oh, did you say something? Where? Here! Come on! Oh yeah! This looks like a house. It's got walls, a roof, and what's inside? What planet is blue and green and has clouds? It's our home. It's Earth. And there's something with it. Huh. What could this be? It's not a planet. Oh, it goes around the Earth. It's the moon. It's our Earth and the moon. When do we see the moon? We see the moon at nighttime and sometimes in the early morning too. What colors do you see on Earth? I see lots of green, even more blue, and some white spots too. What do you think the green is? That's land. And so, what is the blue? That's our oceans, full of water. Earth is mostly water. And what about the white? Some of it is ice at the North and South poles. And these parts are clouds. The Earth is the third planet from the sun. Let's count. 1, 2, 3. The third planet. It's the only planet in our solar system known to have life. And another clue. Let's read.
This is Earth's neighbor. The color is red. Rocks and caves straight ahead.
Now, let's find some red rocks and caves. Not red. Look! over here? Yes, look! Mars. This is Mars. Let's say Mars. Ready? Mars! Mars is sometimes called the red planet because when we look at it from Earth, it looks red in the sky. Mars is mostly desert with canyons, craters, and volcanoes. It's the fourth planet from the sun. Let's count. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. The fourth planet. Oh, do you see another clue? Let's see what's inside.
The largest planet is next in line. Climb the ropes way up high.
This is fun. Oh, let's try to find something tall. But first, bing, bong, bing, bong, bing. Oh, friends, look! A climbing wall. This is something tall. Let's climb. I don't see anything. Okay, well, what else is tall? Let's look. Come on, this looks fun. It's so high. Are you ready? Let's go! Careful! And watch where you step. Higher and higher I go. Up and up and up. Look! Catch! This is Jupiter. Let's say Jupiter. Ready? Jupiter. Jupiter is the largest planet in the solar system. And this here, the great red spot, is a ginormous, never-ending storm. Jupiter is the fifth planet from the sun. Let's count. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The fifth planet. It's like I'm walking on the moon. Phew. That was fun. Now let's read this clue.
Find the planet surrounded by rings. You'll know when you see it on the swings.
We're here at the swings. Let's look. Ooh, a chair swing. A swing. Another swing. Ooh, look. A planet with a great big ring. This is definitely Saturn. This is Saturn. Let's say Saturn. Ready? Saturn! Saturn has a system of rings that are made up of millions of icy chunks of rock, and they go around the planet. Saturn is the lightest planet in the solar system. Saturn has the most moons of any planet, too. Astronomers have been able to count 21, but there are many more. Saturn is the 6th planet in the solar system. Let's count. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 6th planet. Oh, and there's our clue. Let's read and swing.
The 7th planet from the sun. Ride the wave and have some fun.
We've been there before. I know where to go. The ocean has that unmistakable color. Let's try to find the next planet. Oh, look! A friend! It's a sea turtle. Well, I don't think that he lives in outer space, but maybe he'd like to help. Hey, Mr. Turtle, have you seen a planet around here? Oh, I know where to go. Thanks! This way! Do you see something? Where? Aha! I almost missed it. It's very camouflaged. Here it is! Uranus. This is Uranus. Let's say Uranus. Ready? Uranus. And look at that color. What color do you see? Yeah, it's sort of bluish, greenish. Blue and green hazy clouds cover Uranus. It also has rings, but they're hard to see and they don't shine brightly, not like Saturn's. Uranus was the first planet discovered by telescope. It's the 7th planet from the sun. Let's count. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The 7th planet. And another clue.
Eighth planet, icy blue. Check the bubble for your last clue.
There, in that big bubble. This is Neptune. Let's say Neptune. Ready? Neptune! Neptune is the smallest gas planet in the solar system. Its moon, called Triton, is the coldest known place in the solar system. It's the 8th and last planet from the sun. Let's count one more time. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The 8th planet.
You might think something's missing. There was one more planet, wasn't there? Pluto. Well, Pluto was downgraded to a dwarf planet. It didn't meet the criteria of a full-size planet, but we'll put him here anyway. There you have it. The solar system, our home in the universe.
Thank you for reading and playing with me today. We had lots of fun learning about all the planets. And now I want to draw. Will you draw with me? Let's draw a picture of the solar system. Like this.
If you'd prefer a coloring page version, there's a link below for a printable solar system from my website. For this project, you'll need a piece of dark paper. Black works best. You'll also need some white paper. We're drawing the planets on this paper. You'll need a pen, marker, or pencil, whatever you like to draw with. And colors! I'm using my favorite beeswax crayons, also linked in the description box if you'd like your own. Whatever you're using, make sure you have the color white. That's what'll show up on your black background. You'll also need scissors, glue, and an optional white paint. You can splatter paint your background to make it look like the stars in outer space. If you need to, pause the video now to gather your supplies. We're starting with the space background, your black paper, and your white crayon or pencil. Let's start in the corner. We're going to make 9 curved lines, starting here and working our way out. In this corner, draw a curve, almost like a rainbow shape. Pretend like you're going to draw a whole circle, but we're really just drawing part of it. This will be the sun, just the edge of the sun. And now, draw your second curved line. Follow the curve of the first. The distance between your lines should be about half of a finger length. Now make your third line. This is number 3 out of 9. Keep going. Number 4, 5, 6, and just go right off the edge. 7, 8, 9. 9 curved lines. Now that your lines are finished, let's splatter paint. I'm using just a folded up piece of paper. You can use a plate or whatever you have. I'm using just the smallest bit of white paint. It's washable tempera paint. I'm laying down an extra layer of cardboard because this might get messy. With my white paint, I'll dip my brush. You can use whatever brush you have. Dip, dip, dip. To get a splatter paint effect, hold your brush like this and then rub the bristles. And flick the paint. Flick, flick. It's going to look like millions of little stars in outer space, far, far away. Flick, flick, flick. For larger drops, get a lot of paint and shake the brush. Shake, shake, shake on top of the paper. You'll see it creates a kind of galaxy effect. You might try mixing other colors too. Now wash your hands, and it's time to draw. First, I'm drawing the sun. I'm trying to measure the corner of my paper. I'm marking where I made my first curved line on my background. I'm going to try to follow that shape as much as I can, just for the sun. Curve. Now I'm going to make some sun rays. They look a little bit like small flames with pointy tops. For the rest of the planets, it doesn't matter where you put them as long as they all fit. You'll cut them out after. Let's start with the closest planet to the sun, Mercury. Draw a smallish circle, and on Mercury, I'm going to put ovals. These are craters. Next is Venus, a bit larger circle. And on Venus, we're going to make wavy lines. Venus has a lot of gas clouds. We're going to make waves across, on one side, long and short. Next is Earth, about the same size as Venus, a little bigger. And let's draw some land masses. Draw some shapes of continents. They're kind of just like blobs. Now let's draw Mars. Mars will be smaller than Earth. A circle with larger craters. I'm making bumpy circle lines inside. Now the biggest planet in the solar system, Jupiter, a big circle. I'll draw some lines on the top, the big spot, and some more lines. Next is Saturn. Start by drawing a long, open oval. From the edge here, come around and close it up. In this empty space, we're going to draw a sphere or a circle. Around. On Saturn, I'm going to draw some lines. And one line that goes through the ring. Next is Uranus. Start with a circle and draw some simple lines. Lastly is Neptune. Another circle, this time some lines, and a spot. Nice drawing. Now you're ready to color. I'll start with yellow and color the inside of the sun. If I'm coloring too fast, please pause the video and take as much time as you need. Now I'll use a yellow-orange color for the sun rays. Next is Mercury. I'll start with a magenta color, kind of pink and kind of red. On top, I'll put some red And on top of that, I'll put some gray. I like mixing colors to get something totally unique for each planet. Next is Venus. I'm taking this mustard color. It's a dark yellow golden color. And I'm coloring all of the gas clouds that I drew, all the wavy lines. Then I'll go on top with yellow. Next is Earth. All the land I'll make green. And the water? Ocean blue, naturally. Next is Mars. The red planet gets a red crayon. I'll color the craters a bit darker. And I'll even add some brown to the craters too. Next is Jupiter. Orange-red for the big spot. And I'll go over some of my lines with the same color. Next, I'll add some yellow-orange. And yellow. Jupiter's kind of a mix of lots of warm colors, red, orange, and yellow. Last, I'll add some of that mustard golden yellow color. Now, Saturn. I'll start with yellow for the circle part of the planet. Then gray for the lines and for the rings. I'll add just a little bit of black, too. Now, Uranus. I'm going to use a teal color. It's a little bit blue and a little bit green. Mostly teal, with a tiny bit of sky blue added. Now I'll go over the lines with teal. I push down harder to make a darker line. Last up is Neptune. This time I'm starting with sky blue. Then I'll use regular blue to color the spot and go over the lines. Great coloring! Now you're ready to cut them out. If you don't have scissors made for kids, be sure to ask a grown-up for help. The sun can be a bit tricky, but most of the others are just circles. I like to cut each planet out first and then go around and around and around to cut the circles out. For Saturn, it's not a perfect circle. You can either cut out those pieces or, a special trick, just color them black. It'll blend into your background. Finish cutting out the rest. And now it's time to glue. You've got your background, make sure it's dry, and start gluing with your sun. This is the one that gets tucked in the corner. Now here's where those lines come in handy. Take your first planet, Mercury, and put it somewhere on this first line. These lines represent the planet's orbit around the sun. Repeat for the rest of the planets. Venus is second. There's the second line. Find a spot and glue. Next is Earth. Mars. Jupiter. In the real outer space, these planets are a lot farther away. It's okay if they cross paths on our paper. Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Ta-da! All finished!
Thank you for drawing with me today. I want to see your solar system. You can find me on Instagram and use the hashtag #BreeDraws to show me.
And please subscribe to my channel for more books and more fun. See you next time. Bye-bye.